distinguished guests, I am pleased to welcome you all today in this function to release Divya Dattaji's new book entitled The Stars in My Sky. I thank you all for consenting to our request and making your valuable time to attend this ceremony. I would especially like to thank Divya ji, who came all the way from Bombay, Mr. Jagdeep Singh Jags for moderating this session, Shri Jagdish Chandra Saab, CMD, First India News, Editor-in-Chief. I have a lot to say about Jagdish ji, but later. Rafiq Khan Saab, who is a people's man and the MLA from Adarsh Nagar. Mrs. Beena Ka, ex-minister, very popular again in Jaipur. Usha Punia ji, and all my friends and dignitaries who are here. I would, a special thanks to our partners, very important, Grover Wines, Chirmi Palace Hotel, it's a beautiful hotel here. The Bear Bar. Bear Bar is basically clean and sustainable homegrown brand which use only pure essential oils, no synthetic colorants, fragrance or chemicals in it. I have to say all this because it's owned by a dear friend. So, Devi, ICC Designs, who have done beautiful invites, digital invites, the wedding times, the guy who has set up the stage, and Muskan Pancharia, who is a leading makeup artist. She's an International Excellence Award winner and has been awarded Women's Recognition Award by Patrika and amongst others. Last but not least, I would like to thank my little brother Rishi for being of constant support as always. So thank you so much. Although Divya ji do not need any introduction, but I just thought to put up a few important information. So Divya Datta debuted in Hindi cinema in 1994 with the film Ishq Mein Jeena, Ishq Mein Marna, which she followed up with a leading role in 1995, drama Veer Gati, and string of supporting roles. She then garnered attention by playing the leading role of Zainab, a Muslim wife separated from a Sikh husband, in 1999 Punjabi film Shaheed-e-Mohabbat Boota Singh, set against the backdrop of 1947 partition of India. The movie was a surprise hit and Datta subsequently continued to act in supporting roles. And here comes the big one, 2004. Datta garnered widespread critical acclaim for her role as Shabbo in the romantic drama and all her favorite all-time movie Veer Zara, and earned the Best Supporting Actress nomination at several award ceremonies, including the Filmfare. So give her a big hand, please. She subsequently received recognition for her role in 2008 comedy film Welcome to Sajjanpur and received the IFA Award for the Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal of Jalebi in 2009, a drama film followed by Delhi 6. Datta continued to establish herself with the character roles in 2011 film Stanley Ka Dhaba and 2012 drama Heroine. In 2013, she received attention for her performance in Gippy and biographical support film Bhag Milka Bhag, in which she played Ishi Kaur, the sister of Milka Singh. For her role in Letter, she received several awards and nominations, including her second IFA award for the Best Supporting Actress role. For her role in social drama Irada in 2017, Datta was awarded the National Film Award for the Best Supporting Actress. Datta debutante film in short films plus minus, winner in the most popular short film category in 2019 Filmfare Awards, written and directed by Jyoti Kapoor Das. And finally the big one, she has authorized the book The Stars in My Sky. The book was launched by none other than the movie writer and stalwart Mr. Javed Akhtar and Shabana Azmi in Bombay and Sri Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra. Then it was launched on Comedy Nights with Couple platform, and finally it is going to be launching in Jaipur. So thank you so much, ma'am. And now we have the honors, a quick introduction to none other than a local hero, Jags. He is a published poet, writer, journalist, and a great PR person. His PR firm Spark is the leading PR agency in the state. His team handles all the major events ranging from Jaipur Literature Festival to Jaipur Jewelry Show, from Resurgent Rajasthan to Great Indian Travel Bazaar. Among his clientele are the member of Jaipur Royal Family, top luxury hotels, highly acclaimed education institutions amongst others. So before I hand over the mic to Jagdish Jags, I would request Divyaji to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Vishalji. A very good afternoon, everyone, and it seems a really pleasant Sunday afternoon to spend with you all, and I'm very grateful कि आप लोग आज इस दिन आज के रविवार को आप अपना वक्त निकाल के मेरे साथ यहाँ पर मेरी किताब के साथ रूबरू होने आए हैं, उसके लिए तहे दिल से शुक्रिया. एंड इट्स अ प्लेजर. आई वाज टोल्ड कि सब आराम से आएंगे पर हम शुरू कर देंगे, लेकिन आई एम माइटी इम्प्रेस्ड दैट एवरीवन's already here, so thank you so much. It's lovely to see all the dignitaries here and all these lovely people. I'm so glad and delighted. This book is very, very special to me, and sharing it with some very special people means a lot to me. It's been an amazing journey of me coming from Punjab, making it on my own, and now I have roles written for me. So when I look back with a smile, a content smile, that this rasta was my own. The path that I chose was my own. And then I think these books happened. My first was Me and Ma, which got me introduced to the world of books. And I wasn't thankfully considered a one-book wonder. So I was asked, which is your second book now? It's awaited. And here comes my second book. And I'm delighted to share it with you. And the rest I'm sure we'll chat with Jackie.
Jack, sorry to interrupt. A quick one. So I would also like to invite Mr. Dhirendra Singh Raghav, President Youth Wing 40 Jaipur, to please come and welcome Divyaji.
Can we request all the press people to just let all the lovely people see me? I don't come here every day. तो आप ज़रा थोड़ी सी जगह इनके लिए छोड़ दें तो अच्छा रहेगा. कैमरास को रहने दें, खुद की तशरीफ कहीं रख लें. So अच्छा रहेगा. Are you able to see, ma'am? Sir, आप भी, yeah, thank you. Is everybody okay now? All right. Sir, आप जो हैं आपको जरा हिलना पड़ेगा. शुक्रिया. Thank you.
I would also like to invite Mr. Jagdish Chandra Saab on the stage. I always say in all the forums that India ko Jagdish ji ne how a regional channel earns revenue. Jagdish ji has taught this to all the regional channels in India. I always say this to all the forums. Most popular man in Jaipur, please come sir on the stage.
Not in Jaipur, India.
Hey Jagdish ji, please.
दिव्या जी, प्रतीक भाई, विशाल जी, ऋषि, my friend and all other dignitaries. I welcome Divya ji to the Pink City, though it may not be her first visit. Very popular star of her own times, but that element of being star is still on your face, as well it is on the face of Mrs. Beena Kak, the late edition of Indian Beauties. Your book must be very exciting and very talented. What I was briefed by Vishalji. I'll buy a copy of the book from the counter and not take a gifted copy. जैसे कहते हैं ना कि बॉर्निंग फिर से होनी चाहिए, anyway, जो है, and I wish this becomes a super seller, hot seller, and as far as First India is concerned, we will all continue to promote events like this. We will continue to promote your talent, your promotion, and your all future events, your future publications. And at the end of the day, my thanks to Vishalji, and again welcome to Jaipur. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Rafiq Khan Saab on the stage, please. As I repeat, he's a people's man, a very, very popular man in Jaipur. Beena Kak, Mrs. Beena Kak, please come on the stage. Ms. Usha Punia ji, please do the honors. Please come, please. Aye, Usha Punia, please come on the stage.
One picture.
So, last but not least, I would like to invite Mr. J.D. Maheshwari on the stage, please. And we are about to begin now. Sorry. Jax, I know you are in a mode to start the moderating sessions. Sorry about that. I would also like to invite Mr. Rajesh Chandwani from All Star Sports. Please come on the stage. Jagdish, this is the last one, please. All right, over to you, Jax. And sorry about this again.
Good afternoon. Am I audible at the back, please? Okay, thank you. Divya ji, ladies and gentlemen, at the very outset, I would also like to mark the presence of some of my seniors whom I have worked with and I have learned a lot. We have here Beena Kak ji, Usha Punia ji, who have been my ministers in the past. We have Jagdish Chandra ji, whom I have worked very closely. Rafiq Bhai Saab is there. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Mugdha Sinha ma'am, who is there. And I have learned a lot from her, both in RICO as well as in Jawahar Kala Kendra. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to have you all here. Before I begin, I would like to first acknowledge what Vishal is doing in Jaipur. Ladies and gentlemen, in a short span of 2 years, Vishal has done some amazing events in the city. And can you believe that in last 4 months, he has had 3 book events. He had Veer Sangvi here, he had Kabir Bedi here, and now we have Divya ma'am. Big hands. Let's not forget that this is the city or the mother of all literature festivals, Jaipur Literature Festival, and now increasingly more and more book events are being organized, which I think is a very great thing. So more power to Vishal. Divya ji, before we begin, Can you just say in few words, आपको गुलजार साहब से चैट करके कैसा लगा? जब आप इंदौर में एक बार चैट शो के लिए बुलाया गया, न्यूज़पेपर लॉन्च के लिए, just in a few words tell me आपको what was the feeling you had?
गुलजार साहब की मैं बहुत बड़ी मुरीद रही हूँ। I think all of us have been great. Guys, I can't talk like this. आप या तो हम बात करें, आप कर लें please.
I requested you please.
Thank you. So गुलजार साहब को मैं इंदौर में मिली और उन्होंने कहा उस लड़की को बुलाओ. Of course he knew my name, but he called me उस लड़की को बुलाओ जो मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस करने वाली है और पता नहीं उसने मेरी फिल्में देखी हैं कि नहीं. So I just went and met him and I just blabbered out all that I knew about him, and which was a lot. I mean, right from his books to his movies to his songs, everything. And he was like, तो फिर मैं इससे मिल भी क्यों रहा हूँ, सीधा स्टेज पे मिलेंगे, अभी गप्पे मारते हैं और खाना खाएंगे. I think the rapport that we had, the bond that we had, and that Punjabi thing that we had together, वो स्टेज पे हम किसी न्यूज़पेपर के लिए गए थे एक्चुअली, लेकिन we started talking about poems, about love, about life, और वहाँ से एक छोटी सी पर्ची भेजी किसी ने कि प्लीज़ आप ज़रा पेपर के बारे में कुछ बोल दें. तो गुलजार साहब ने कहा तुम देख नहीं रहे हो कि हम कितनी मज़ेदार गप्पे मार रहे हैं. I think I found a father figure in him in that one meeting that I had with him, and that bond continues, and the beauty of our bond is that we never call each other, we always write to each other. So that I think is beautiful. और जो उनके खत आते हैं via mail हो या via WhatsApp हो, they are very very precious.
So that's so heartwarming, and let me tell you, when Vishal told me that if I could be in conversation with you, I think it is indeed a very proud privilege and pleasure for me to be here. Ma'am, आपको जयपुर कैसा लग रहा है? What kind of affinity do you have with this city? You have mentioned in your book that once you did a dance performance in front of Shabana Azmi in the exotic city palace, as you say it.
Well, I come from Punjab, and I remember my first school trip was Jaipur, and the first flight we'd taken was Jaipur, and I was mesmerized with the pink city. I really was, and somewhere I fell in love with it. And then gradually, of course, I became an actor, and my first film that happened here was Umrao Jaan, which was with Shabana ji and Aishwarya and Abhishek, and we shot extensively at the City Palace. उसके बाद I shot very close at Sambar. We shot दिल्ली 6 और वहाँ एक रिजॉर्ट था, वहाँ पर हमने बहुत शूटिंग की रहे और कमाल का वक्त बिताया. और मुझे याद है मैं एक दिन ब्रेक डे था तो यहाँ पर हवा महल के पास एक वो जो लस्सी मिलती है मलाई वाली, तो वो सारे शूट के लिए लेकर गई और वो कम पड़ गई, बिकॉज मैं तो एक्टर्स के लिए लेके गई थी, सब आ गए कि हम भी लेंगे, तो अभिषेक ने फिर सबको किसी को भेजा कि सबके लिए लेकर आओ. So that was the connect we had, and then abhi recently I shot for a web show which was we shot at the Samod Palace, and so yes, I keep coming here for either events or for shoots, and Jaipur of course is beauty personified.
Let's give a big hand for our city, Jaipur.
One thing I would like to request all these guys to stop serving drinks and food for some time till the event is on, please.
We request also everyone to settle down so that. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you right in the beginning to tell you why all of you must pick up a copy of this book. This book generates so much of feel-good factor in it. It's amazing, absolutely. There is hope in this book. There is faith in this book. There is gratitude in this book. There is the essential human goodness in this book. And there is, of course, the gratitude. She's talking about all these people. She just mentioned that she had come from Ludhiana with no connections in Bollywood, and how she has made it to this stage, and the large number of people who helped her in, reaching where she has, and she has something good to say about everyone. So it is indeed a great book, and all of you must pick up a copy. Ma'am, in this book, guys, name a Bollywood star and he's in this book. She's written about him. Amitabh Bachchan is there, Shah Rukh Khan is there, Yash Chopra, Aditya Chopra, Javed Akhtar, Shabana Azmi. Name it, and he's in this book. But Divyaji, the one underlying strength of this book that I found throughout reading this book is your special relationship with your mother. Throughout this book, I know that you've already written a book earlier about Me and Mom.
Me and Mom.
On your mother. I also know that this book is dedicated to your mother. In the introductory remarks, you also mentioned about your mother. I think each one of us, all of us, have a very special relationship with our mothers. But Divyaji, you have that much more special relationship with your mother. Please tell us about your mom.
So I had lost as I've said, we're from Punjab, and both my parents were doctors, and all in fact are doctors in my house except me. And I was academically very inclined, but ये था कि शौक था फिल्मों में आने का बहुत बचपन से. I used to see Mr. Bachchan, and I used to say ये जहाँ belong करते हैं, I want to belong there. I was 4 and I didn't know what I'm talking, but I knew my heart wanted that. So I lost my father very early when I was about 6. And so the fear was always to not lose that lovely lady who just took over everything and became a parent to both our siblings, me and my brother, beautifully. And I think we've seen our childhood when there was terrorism happening in Punjab, and she was a government officer. So I used to see such crazy situations she had to deal with, but with such elan. I'm seeing such strong women sitting here, and I see a little of my mom here as well. And it feels great to see you all women, such achievers. And so yes, I had this dream or to become an actor. And somewhere I had filled a form, which filmy buff I was, a filmy kida. So there was a form that came for a talent, talent hunt, and then I just filled it in. I thought, hona to kuch hai nahi hai. I will send it and we'll see what happens. So my brother clicked a few pictures, which were very amateurish. So at least we gave our best. I was 17 and he was like 13. तो क्या ही फोटो खींची होंगी उसने, but हमने भेज दी. उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है और मैं सिलेक्ट हो गई. अब जब सिलेक्ट हो गई तो I had to tell mom that there was a big decision I had to make. And she said, "Are you sure you want to become an actor?" I said, "Yes, mom." Something inside said, "This is the only thing I want to do." And I want to share with you all why I call my mother very special. Everyone was against the decision that I was taking to become an actor. And rightly so, because we all come from very protected backgrounds. And back then, about 25 years back, things were different. And मैं तो मतलब वो भी करती थी तो 10 लोग आके खड़े हो जाते थे, बेटा क्या चाहिए. अब वहाँ से आप एक अनप्रिडिक्टेबल जिंदगी को ले रहे हैं जहाँ पर आपको पता ही नहीं आपका कल क्या है. So everyone was worried and skeptical. But my mom said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes, mom." Then she said, "Okay, then I stand with you." And मतलब मुझ तक कोई गर्म हवा शायद पहुँची ही नहीं. जितने भी oppositions थे, जितने भी वो थे, I think she took it. She got me set, she got me a house, she got me a car, she got me a maid. She said, अब बड़े आराम से वो कर जो तू करना चाहती, और कभी ऐसा लगे कि वापस आना है तो मैं हूँ. I think any parent, when that parent says to their child, मैं हूँ, unconditionally, do you know what that does to the child? They will never go wrong. And I just wanted that one woman in my life always, and I can't thank her enough because I'm so happy. I'm doing the best work now. As of now, I'm like doing 10 projects and very happy. And every time I look up and say thank you, mom. So I don't know what I'd be doing if she had said no. But I wanted to celebrate this mother. I wanted to celebrate the beautiful rishta that I had with her of not just being a parent, but being a best friend. I think be it my breakups that I had, be it the mistakes that I made, she was the first one to know what was happening in my life, and I knew she wouldn't judge me ever. She would just tell me. So me and Ma was dedicated to her when she was going and I didn't know how to deal with it. I thought I must celebrate her, and this title came to me instinctively, Me and Ma. I went to Penguin and I said I want to write a book about her. This book was very blessed, Jax. It was like I wanted Shabana ji to write a foreword because I thought I think she has an amazing relationship with her mother. So she wrote the foreword, and my brother just asked, okay, now about the launch, who do you want to for the book launch? I said, yeah, मेरा बस चलता तो मैं तो बच्चन साहब को बोलती. So he said, what do you mean by bus चलता? Just message him. And so I very skeptically messaged him and looked at the mobile all day कि अभी जवाब आएगा ना तो नहीं बोल देंगे. And I saw his message and within an hour he said बोलो कब आना है और मैं आता हूँ. It was amazing love that I got from the industry, and my second book had to be about those people. The stars in my sky are those who held my hand when I really needed it, who just gave me that smile when I was very low, who just did something unassumingly, and they didn't even know, they were unaware, but I got so much strength from just watching them. This book is about those people.
Yes. Big hand to the superwoman, Mamo. Now, you were just talking about the talent hunt, and this was the Stardust Academy. So now, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine 50,000 applications and only 7 people were selected? One of them was Divya. And guess who was her roommate then? Sonali Bendre. And they became very good friends, and it's an amazing chapter. All of you, I'm telling you again, have to pick up a copy to know about all these anecdotes. And now, I particularly like that scene about when in the next door bungalow, Amir Khan and Salman Khan have come to shoot a film, and you get very excited and stand up on a stool to watch from over the wall, and you tell Sonali, you also come and see Amir and Salman, and Sonali says so confidently, इनको देखेंगे नहीं, इनके साथ काम करेंगे. And they act, Sonali acts with both Amir and Salman later, and you also get to act it. That's a great. Why were you hesitant earlier to do the role of Shabbo and Veer Zara? You felt it was not a very important role, but Aditya Chopra told you that you will be remembered for this role.
That's right, Jax. I think any girl who would come into the industry would come with the hope and the desire to be the stereotypical heroine, singing songs in a typical Yash Chopra way, and romancing the hero and becoming the star. So I also thought of that, and what happened that I started off with multi-starrers because I had no godfather. So whatever came my way, I had to do that. So I kept waiting for a film that would do me justice, because I had won all the Best Actor awards in Punjab, and I was like, किसी को तो पता चलेगा कि मैं अच्छी actor हूँ. So one fine day my mother just came. She said, what are you doing? And so I said, I'm just waiting for the right film to come my way. So she said, is somebody there knowing that you're a good actor? So I said, no, they'll know in time. So she said, not right now, right? So I said, no. She said, I'm not a producer. I don't have so much money to produce a film for you. So क्या करेगी? ऐसे wait करती रहेगी रोज, time waste करेगी, मेरा भी और अपना भी. So I said, then what do you want me to do? So she said, pick up those roles that are significant and leave such a mark that people cannot ever avoid you, and they start writing roles for you. So I think Veer Zara was the first film that I chose in that category. I had gone to meet Aditya Chopra and Yash Uncle, and they had called me for Shabbo. And I was very excited. I thought this is the film that they are going to give me, and I always wanted to work with Yash ji. So they said इस picture में अमिताभ बच्चन है, हेमा जी है, शाहरुख है, रानी है, प्रीति है. So I was like, मैं क्या करने वाली हूँ? They said, we want you to play Zara's friend, and my face fell. I was like, I will be the next best friend in the industry, because they kind of typecast people, especially when you're coming in a Yash Chopra film. So I think Aditya was very sensitive to it, and he just said, if it was just another role, you won't have been called for it. And just mark my words that you'll always be remembered to play Chapeau. Those words were enough for me. I trust my directors big time, and I think when I did that film, right from getting the dialect right to the look right, I gave it my best. And then I said, "Itne sab diggaj jo hain mere aas-paas, I have to stand out. I really have to add that X factor." When the premiere night happened, Jax, I was holding my mother's hand tight, and I was very nervous to get out of the theater during the interval. Ki pata nahi log kya kahenge, haan ye to dost hai, ye whatever. But when I got out, I was mobbed. Everyone went to Yash Chopra and said, "वो लड़की कहाँ से लेके आए हो? क्या पाकिस्तान से लाए हो? नई लड़की है." I had been in the industry for 6 years, and I was noticed with Veer Zara, and in a very unassuming way, I was actually relaunched by Yash Chopra. So I just think Upar Wala chunta hai.
That's an amazing story, but you also got typecast after this movie as you write, a chirpy, vivacious Punjaban, and then for quite some time you refused such roles, and in fact your mother also told you that you're losing the plot.
Yes.
So, but then Very 6 happened.
Yes, she most often thought I'm losing the plot because I said no to a lot of films. I was flooded with offers from the biggest of banners, biggest of heroes, to do Veer Zara-like roles, vivacious, chirpy, Punjaban, called Divya Datta. So I was like, if I'm going to look into the mirror and see the same face, playing the same role, I'll only get bored, the audience tak to boredom pahunch hi jayega. So I said I'd rather wait. And then I waited for a year and a half, and then Rakesh Mehra called me for Dilli Che, and he said, "I want you to play Jalebi." I don't know how many of you have seen Dilli Che, so I said, "Is it a Punjabi role?" He says, "No." So I said, "Must be a vivacious role." I was frustrated, so he says, "No." So I said, "Then why are you calling me?" Because I had done an ad with him, so I had that familiarity with him. So he said, "Because I think you're a good actor and you can carry it off." And I was amazed with a director who had a vision which was not dependent on the previous films that I had done, and I was mighty impressed with that. And from then on, I think I kind of made it a point to work with people who set examples rather than follow them. For me, it was lovely that somebody saw me differently rather than cash in on something that I had already done. And that made a huge difference. And I think getting work, touchwood, hasn't been difficult. What's been an interesting journey is to keep breaking the image they keep giving you. So after Dilli Che, I was flooded with sensuous roles. And after that, I did Stanley Ka Dabba, where I played the teacher. And then I did Bhag Milkha Bhag, where I became everyone's best sister. And then to break that, then I did Badlapur, which was opposite Varun Dhawan, who was younger to me. So it was lovely to keep breaking the modes. It was lovely to find your own in the diverse roles that I played.
So after Bhag Milkha, Bhag, you also felt that it was such a roaring success, that movie, that you said you didn't actually mind being typecast as a sister anymore.
I can never say that.
Talking about this movie, can you please tell the audience, which is such a fascinating anecdote, about the blazer scene? There's the time when Farhan comes with wearing a blazer, becoming, and your director has told you how the scene will end. I'm not sure. You decide how it will end. And she gives that famous salute to Milkha, saying a similar kind of salute his father used to give in the village to. Can you please tell us?
So, the scene, of course, is a very cult scene now. But when we were preparing for the scene, so I was in my jeans and my shirt, and we were casually rehearsing. So Rakesh Mehra said, "Sit down and just wash the utensils." So I somehow was not getting it right. So he just said, "Go change your costume. Just get into your costume." So that day I realized the power of your costume. So I wore the salwar kameez, I put the dupatta on my head, and I don't know where all those actions came to me, and everything fell in place. And then he said, "I'm not giving you the beginning, I'm not giving you the end. find it yourself, you have the scene to yourself. So me and Farhan were like looking at each other, कि अब क्या करें? So Farhan said, okay, I'll wear the sunglasses. So I said, okay, then great, I won't recognize you. So we got the beginning, and Rakesh Mehra said, just flow with it, and you'll find the end. So we did this scene, and none of us cried, none of us took glycerine to cry, and we were crying. And then I finally hugged him. So I am thinking to myself, is this how I want to end the scene? No, I want to add an X factor. And somewhere I realized that we had done a scene with the father where he salutes the younger Milkha. I was amazed how, like we all have a subconscious memory, but how a character of Isri Kaur that I was playing had a subconscious for me too. And that day, I discovered a new thing, that the characters you play, the lives that you live, also have a subconscious. And suddenly I just broke that embrace and I just saluted him. And everyone was like, there ki ye kya hua? And no, Rakesh Mehra didn't say cut. The camera kept rolling and everyone was crying. So we just had to, it was magic. That scene was magic.
Divyaji, more than once you've written in your book, acting is reacting. What exactly do you mean by that?
I don't like the word acting. I think, acting means pretense. Acting means you're putting on something that is not the real thing. I feel it's feeling the character that you're playing. Becoming that for a while. We are lucky actors that we get to live lives that are fictionalized or maybe real. I've done both. But to just become them for that little span of time is amazing. To just live them. So what I do is, I don't know how other actors prepare, but what I do is I let myself be. I just feel that character. And whatever your actor does, to react to it naturally, I think is the most beautiful thing. That's what I think I loved doing with Irfan. Improvisations happen. He used to just do something so unexpected that it would surprise me for a second and then I would take on and react to what he just did. And that scene used to become something else. So I think that is the magic of cinema, to just pick up these things, pick up the nuances and react to that.
You've written in a couple of places that you were very uncomfortable, even embarrassed to do some intimate scenes, but your co-male stars were perhaps even more nervous.
That was Irfan.
So, ma'am, this movie has just come now, Gehraiyaan, which has suddenly become in news because of the intimacy directors they have involved in that making of that film. So, what is exactly the role of intimacy directors in Bollywood films these days? Are they going to play a more active role to make the actors comfortable while doing these scenes?
So we are like going away from the topic. I don't know why. Very smartly he's put that question in there, being the journalist that you've been.
And you can always pass a question if you don't feel like
No, I'm not passing it off. I'm just telling you. I have done lots of them, but I have always depended on my directors. And I don't know about this concept. I neither believe in it. I think my director and my co-actor would be the best people to have with me.
So, I'm just going to ask her a couple of more questions and then I will ask Divyaji to recite a poem she's written on COVID and maybe also ask her to read an excerpt.
I would also love the audience to ask me a few questions.
Yeah, of course. We will open the house to the audience. About this, you wrote your first book was like so easily written, and even you said it came like...
It came amazingly, but I think I went into depression during that time. I was facing a loss I wasn't ready for. So my editor had given me 6 months. She said, 6 mahine mein de dogi? I said, हाँ, 100% de दूंगी. 5 months I was only crying. I didn't know how to pick up the pen, how to just pick up the laptop. I just couldn't do it. And then it was 1 month left. And I was like, either I do it and celebrate her or I just put it down. But all the emotions that I had felt, it was a catharsis for me. So you can call the catharsis easy or tough. That's perceptional. So yes.
So what were your mechanics of writing? I mean, the second book, when were you writing? When did you get the time? And like a lot of film stars take help of professional writers like Bunny Rioban or, the Poonam Saxena and Bhavna Somaya, a lot of actors take the help. You've written all yourself and you also have a column.
Each word is mine.
This is amazing.
Thank you. I just feel the life that I have led is mine. What I have felt are my experiences, and nobody can say it better than I would. And be it a simple, whenever you read this book, it's very simply said, it's simply narrated, but it reaches your heart. So I think in the words sometimes you lose the emotions if we just go here and there. So yes, my process has always been, I need a deadline. I'm always a last minute person. So during the lockdown, everyone said, "Tumhare paas to bahut time hai, tum ab likh logi aaram se." I wrote just one chapter, that was Mr. Bachchan's, and after that I sat down. I didn't know what to write, how to write, until I went back to shoot. So I used to wake up at 4 a.m., write one chapter, get ready, and then go to shoot. I loved those deadlines. I loved being told कि तुम्हारे सिर पे डंडा है. Some students work like that, so I'm still a student, I guess.
जयपुर की शान इरफान खान के बारे में कुछ कहिए. वो तो पतंग उड़ाने भी बॉम्बे से आ जाते थे.
इरफान हमारी इंडस्ट्री के, हमारी भारत के, और मुझे लगता है पूरे वर्ल्ड के बेहतरीन कलाकारों में से हैं. And I have really thoroughly enjoyed working with him. Be it the magic of his eyes, be the shy smile that he had, and the silences that he used in all his roles. The lovely part was to just absorb the silences that he used. What I shared in common with him was we never rehearsed, both of us, and we just went to the set directly, and then he would do something and I would catch it. And we both foodies, so खाना मंगाते थे, अच्छा सा खाते थे, मस्ती करते थे, वहाँ पर chemistry अच्छी हो जाती थी, and that I think translated beautifully on screen. So we've done about 4-5 films together, and I think he's left a huge vacuum in the industry, and unparalleled his talent is.
This book, as I said in the beginning, is such a goody book, feel good factors, nothing bad about it. Now my last question is, would you like to comment on the big bad world of Bollywood, the nepotism, the drugs, the Me Toos, the casting couches, etc.?
So may I ask you something? कौन सी ऐसी जगह जहाँ ये नहीं होता है? वो सिर्फ हमारी फिल्में आपकी आंखों के सामने ज़्यादा हैं because of the papers, because of the press, because people want to know about it. But at the end of it all, I think it's always your choice.
Right. So I will request Divya ji to read an excerpt from a book and then also recite one of the latest poems she's written on COVID. And thereafter we'll open it to the house.
Should I read my author's note? What would you want me to read? जैसा आप बोले. कुछ लोग सलमान खान सुनते हैं, कुछ गुलजार साहब सुनते हैं, कुछ ऑथर्स नोट सुनते हैं, whatever you want.
Chapter, sentimental chapter, or the chapter closest to your heart, most emotional.
All of it.
Tough.
One that you dedicated to your mother.
That's not here, ma'am. That's the book. She needed an entire book. She wouldn't be happy with one chapter. Well, I think I'll just do the author's note so you know what it is about. From being someone who started with multi-starrers as a cute something with 2 songs and 2 romantic scenes, to now working with the who's who of the industry with roles written for me, these 25 years of being in a place I absolutely adore have been embedded in my heart. And what made it even more special were the few people I met during this journey, who have impacted my life in their own unassuming ways. They left a mark, held my hand to help me jump across that little pit I was scared of crossing. I learned a lot from merely observing how they faced their life situations. Their subtle yet beautiful presence in my life changed something inside me, made me a new person every day. Even now when I think of them, a broad smile spreads on my face for the cheer they brought me, the strength, love and warmth they gave me, and their unshakable belief in me. This book is for them, about them. This book is to celebrate those whose work I grew up watching, and they are now an integral part of my life. And some, my peers and colleagues and directors, who when I look back have held my hand when I stumbled, patted my back and said, hey, run, the field is yours. Sometimes that's all one needs. And sometimes it's important to let them know what they mean to you. So here I am sharing another piece of my heart with you all. It comprises my experiences with all these super talented people I truly love and admire. It is my little way of saying thank you for all those precious moments. Thank you for being there and thank you for being you. You are the stars in my sky. कुछ और सुनना है आपको तो बता दीजिए. Yes, ma'am.
You know, I also sometimes recite,
Oh, lovely.
but I took inspiration from you, Divya, much younger to me. Amrita Pritam ji, when she wrote about her love with Imroz Sahab, मैं तेनू फिर मिलांगी. अगर तुहाडे कोल ओ फोन ते हैगी है ते फिर सुना दोगे तो मेरा दिल बड़ा खुश हो जाएगा.
Most definitely, Vinu shall do that.
मैं तेनू फिर मिलांगी. आई थिंक सबके लिए काश जो मोहब्बत में है कि हम आपसे ज़रूर मिलेंगे. इन पंजाबी प्लीज.
वो तो हिंदी में बोलनी भी नहीं चाहिए. मुझे 1 मिनट लगेगा खाली उसे. Here's Amrita Pritam. मैं तेनू फेर मिलागी. किथे किस तरह पता नहीं. शायद तेरे तखयल दी चिनार बन के तेरे कैनवस ते उतरागी. या खोरे तेरे कैनवस दे उत्ते एक रहस्यमय लकीर बन के खामोश तेनू तकदी रवांगी. या खोरे सूरज दी लू बन के तेरे रंगां विच घुलांगी. ਜਾਂ ਰੰਗਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੈਨਵਸ ਨੂੰ ਬਲਾਂਗੀ. ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪਰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੀ.
It's amazing. Have you a poem on COVID?
You really like it. I shall read it, surely. So I'll just give you a prelude to this poem that I've written. It went viral. जब सब ठीक होगा ना. अभी शायद कपिल के शो पे भी आई थी ये. तो हुआ ये कि I was trying to write this book and I couldn't, and I was wondering what's bothering me. That lockdown had probably, you know, somewhere not gone very well, and I was like, मुंबई के बड़े बड़े बिल्डिंग्स में जहाँ आप एक दूसरे के नेबर्स को भी नहीं जानते हैं, everyone came together. I knew them. There was love all around. Everyone asked कुछ चाहिए तो बताना. So I was like, जब सब ठीक हो जाएगा तो फिर भी सब ऐसा रहेगा क्या? So that I think overwhelmed me somewhere, and I wrote this. I'll just read a few lines from this. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो जो दोस्तों से हर तीसरे दिन वीडियो कॉल करते हैं, अपनी वो गप्पें वो रेसिपीज एक्सचेंज करते हैं. कहाँ मिलता है वो मौका भाग दौड़ की ज़िंदगी में. वो एक धमा चौकड़ी करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो घर पे पुरानी एल्बम देखकर एक साथ बचपन की यादें ताज़ा करना. वो टी शर्ट पजामे में आर.डी. बर्मन सुनते हुए मिलकर सफाइयाँ करना. वो मस्ती वो पिलो फाइट्स वो शरारत करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो ज़रूर करते रहेंगे. वो जो नीचे चौकीदार भैया है ना, उनसे रोज़ का चाय नाश्ता पूछना, एक दुआ सलाम करना. वो घर से दूर है इसका एहसास कम करना. ये भी आते जाते करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो गली के कुत्तों को हाय हेलो करके रोटी देना. वो गाती हुई कोयल के बोल समझना. वो छत पर जाकर गौओं के लिए पानी रखना, रब की इस कायनात से दोस्ती करते रहेंगे। जो गलत कर दिया था हमने, उसे ठीक करने का मौका मिला है, उस ठीक को हम और अच्छा करते रहेंगे। जब सब ठीक होगा ना, तो ये तो ज़रूर करते रहेंगे।
It's amazing, Apurvi. We love this project. Before we put to the house, we can ask a couple of questions. We are going to officially release the book. I request Vishalji and Rishi to please coordinate.
Thank you, Divya ji. It was a wonderful interactive session. Thanks to Jax for his witty questions as always. Now-
Should we just finish the question answer and then do that? Because
Yeah.
we are in the mood right now.
Oh, absolutely,
And-
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
So, anyone who has a question,
Whoa,
please give
okay.
a mic.
That's lovely. Yes, ma'am. You have my book on your head. I saw that.
ये भी करते रहेंगे, आपकी छाया में रहेंगे।
Thank you, ma'am.
जैक्स ने कहा, और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात मैं आपको बताऊंगी। एक, हम दोनों एक ही पब्लिशर के राइटर हैं, पेंगुइन के। दूसरा ये कि मैंने आपकी एक फिल्म देखी, इन्होंने इरफान का नाम लिया, पर ये मेरी बहन इला अरुण को भूल गए, और वो वेलकम टू सज्जनपुर, दैट वाज द फिल्म दैट आई सॉ यू in, and that was such a lovely film, and I wonder what you have to say to Jaipur working with Ila ji, my sister.
It's amazing how I keep meeting her sisters everywhere I go. This is so lovely. I met her abhi in Orissa. It was amazing. Hello, ma'am, and yes, of course, that distinct Bindi. How can I miss that? Ilaji is a sweetheart. I must tell you a very interesting incident about Ilaji in Welcome to Sajjanpur. She played my mother. और बड़ी मज़ेदार है वो, फुल ऑफ लाइफ है, इतना जेस्ट है उनके अंदर। और मुझे स्कूटर, मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन था कि मैं स्कूटर भी उन्हें बिठाकर लेकर जा रही हूँ, तो मुझे स्कूटर चलाना आता नहीं था। तो श्याम बेनेगल ने कहा, ये बच्ची को पूरे स्टूडियो पे स्कूटर चलाना सिखाओ, और अगर गिर गई तो स्पॉट बॉयज़ खड़े थे हर जगह, तो उठा लेना। तो मैंने पूरी मेहनत करके आधा दिन स्कूटर चलाना सीखा कि इलाजी मेरे पीछे बैठ जाए। पूरी मेहनत करके जब शॉट रेडी हो गया, तो she refused to sit behind me the moment she got to know I can't ride. So I said, but इलाजी मैंने सीख लिया है। She said, नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं। तो दो बेचारे गरीब स्पॉट बॉयज वो शॉट में हमें जोर से झटका देते हैं, and then that's how we enter the frame, both mother and daughter. And then also she squeezed my stomach so badly that कि अब ये इसको भी ना गिरा दे। But that scene came out so naturally. It was so hilarious. I just want to say I love her, and I love her zest for life, and I love her for the human being that she is.
Anyone? Yeah, Elza.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
It was a great session.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you. You said you know, whenever you had a role and which got you into stereotyping and similar roles, you waited. So what I want to ask you is, you also mentioned you waited for 1.5 years or something between a role. What did you do in that time?
ये अंदर कुछ चल रहा है क्या? अच्छा, I couldn't hear her. Sorry. जी, I got it. I got the gist of it. What actually, even I would wonder what I did, but I actually waited. I think hope जो होती है, जो उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है ना, तो हर दिन ऐसा निकलता था कि आज तो कोई ऐसा होगा जो फोन करेगा, जो मुझे वीर ज़ारा टाइप रोल नहीं देगा. And I think also there's so much more an actor does. I mean, you have sessions, you have photo shoots, you meet people for meetings. बहुत कुछ होता है, वक्त कहाँ जाता है मालूम नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन yes, there are a few times when you're just by yourself wondering what you're doing. But that is the time, I think, for especially for careers which are very unpredictable, is where you need a strong family foothold or a friend who's always there for you, because they can be tough times. So I'm lucky in both. I have good friends and I have a great family. So जब भी रोती थी या कुछ होता था, कोई होता था हमेशा.
Kuldeep wants to ask a question.
You mentioned about how you let the character or the personality of the role meet your own personality, and then you live that for that period of time. Now the question is that at some point you go back to the original Divya Dutt. So how does that back and forth, this yo-yo effect between Divya Datta and these people How do you manage this thing in your mind? This
So
must
that's
be
a good question. What's your good name, sir?
Ajay Sinha.
Ajay ji. So ये भी process होता है. It's a process of learning how to disconnect between real and real. Again, there's an incident here with Mr. Bachchan. I must narrate that to you. The reason that I entered, as I said, the movies was Mr. Bachchan, and I totally adore him. I mean, I wouldn't say I look up. Of course, I look up to him and I idolize him, but I adore him. And so when I jumped at the offer of doing Bagbang, I don't know how many of you, most of you must have seen Bagbang. So I was literally a child that time, playing a nasty bahu to him. But the excitement of being with Mr. Bachchan was so much that I didn't realize how nasty the bahu is. But when I used to mouth those dialogues, I used to hate it. And I didn't know how to disconnect. I was like, I'm being mean to Mr. Bachchan. That is not tolerable at all. So I one day went home and I broke down. My mother said, क्या काम अच्छे से नहीं करके आई हो? I said, करके तो आई हूँ, but पता नहीं क्या हुआ. So she said, okay, then let me know what's bothering you. Mr. Bachchan got to know what's bothering me, the sensitive man that he is. He called me, he said, come here, इधर आओ बैठो, यहाँ पे बैठो. And I sat. My normal chirpy good morning didn't happen that day. So I said, good morning, sir. So of course he was like, ये chirpy बच्ची ये क्या हो गई? So he made me sit. He says, तुमको पता है कि तुम मेरे साथ बिल्कुल अच्छा behave नहीं कर रही हो और मेरे fans को ये बात बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आएगी. Suddenly I was on a defense and I said, no sir, but this is just a role. So there was a silence and then he had a smile on his face. It's just a role. So he didn't tell me much, but he said so much in just that. So I learned from there that it's just a role, but sometimes the strong roles that I play, they get onto you. It becomes difficult to disconnect. I did something called the Sleeping Partner. It's a short film that's on Netflix. It's about marital rape. And मेरे साथ संजय कपूर थे उस फिल्म में, and we enjoyed it. I was in the role, and उसके बाद हम लोग मस्ती करके I went home. And I went home and I was crying. And I didn't know why I was crying. I had no reason. And I realized I brought the role back. And it came much later. So these are part and parcels of feeling a role, I guess. कहीं ना कहीं subconscious, कुछ ना कुछ तो उठा लेती है. But I love it, with all its things.
Kuldeep here.
Yes, ma'am.
Last
sir.
two questions. Kuldeep and one more question.
There is a question from Rajat Store also.
Yeah, Kuldeep ji, आप
Yeah.
Anxiously waiting for the.
दिव्या
Yes,
जी,
sir.
आपकी फिल्म का प्रभाव जो भाग मिल्खा भाग का इतना तगड़ा रहा, जो आपका बहन का रोल था,
जी
कि ये बुक जो आप देख रही है, ये मेरी वाइफ पढ़ती है इसको,
जी
ये वाली.
हाँ.
और कुछ दिन पहले मैंने उनको बोला था कि इसको बेड साइड पर मत रखो, क्योंकि मुझे को लगता है बहन भी यही ठहरी है. तो आज सुबह जब मैं आ रहा था तो उसने मुझे बुक दी और बोला कि मेरे लिए ऑटोग्राफ लेते आना.
जी जरूर बिल्कुल. I would love to.
Then second thing was that आपकी जो मासूमियत है, आपकी जो कला है, अदा है, सब है, वो मौसमी चटर्जी को बहुत रिजेंबल करती है मेरे लिए. तो
किसी ने
आप
पहले भी बोला.
हाँ जी. तो आप अपने आप को कैसे जाना चाहेंगे कि दुनिया आपको किस किरदार में ज़्यादा याद रखे?
सर जैसे जैसे आप हर फेज में आते हैं, आपकी शक्ल थोड़ी थोड़ी बदलती जाती है. मुझे किसी ना किसी एक्टर के साथ कंपेयर किया जाता है. When I came, I was called मनीषा कोइराला. That's how I did अग्नि साक्षी, कि ये मनीषा कोइराला जैसी दिखती है. फिर मैंने और विद्या ने बहुत सारे रोल एड्स किए एक साथ, बिकॉज वी स्टार्टेड लुकिंग वेरी सिमिलर. एंड फिर कभी मैंने ये मौसमी जी का कहीं किसी से सुना है ऑफ कोर्स. सो I don't want to be known as anybody else. I think मैंने बड़ी मेहनत की है खुद पे और मैं अपने आप को बहुत प्यार करती हूँ. और मैं चाहूँगी कि मुझे आप मेरे नाम से और मेरे लिए भी जाएं.
Thank you very much.
one last question.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
It's a very childish question.
Don't be guilty about it.
If you get a choice to become an actor or a writer, so what would you choose?
I choose both, but in the order I've chosen. I'll first be an actor and then I'll be a writer, because I think both the professions are beautiful. They allow you to express yourself like none other. And playing an actor, I think I've lived so many lives. I've let out so many feelings, which शायद हमें मिलता नहीं है ऐसे रोज की जिंदगी में. और लिखने में जो connect आपको readers के साथ मिलता है, that's unparalleled. So I think I'm getting the best of both worlds. Don't make me choose. It's difficult. And it's not a childish question. It's fine.
In fact, you've written that one lady came and congratulated you, and you thought it was for your performance.
Yes.
And she said it is for your columns that you write.
No, it was for my, it was for my book, Me and Ma. She said, thank you for reintroducing me to my mother, because हम अपनी माँ को कितना for granted ले लेते हैं. अच्छा मैं करती हूँ ना phone, रख दो phone. Most of us do that, and we don't feel bad about it because माँ है ना यार. लेकिन माँ को भी तो वो एक जोर से जब भी चाहिए होती है. So she said, you know, I finished the book and I went and hugged her and told her I love her and thank you for that. So I thought, what a beautiful connect this is to, what a beautiful validation it is to just have someone say that. So yeah, I guess writing is amazing and so is acting.
It's been great conversing with you.
Thank you, Jack. It was lovely. Please किताब ज़रूर लीजिएगा. यहाँ पर बहुत सारी हैं. I am available to sign each copy that you get.
Thank you again, Divya ji.
Now
Thank you
officially
for the
release the
fan
book.
voices.
I would like to invite a few people on stage before we release the book. I would like to invite Rafiq Khan Sahab, please come back on the stage. Beena Kak ji, Usha Punia ji, and my dear friend Maharaj Narinder Singh and Gauravi Kumari ji, please come on the stage. And Himmat Singh, please come on the stage. Dhiru ji, please come. Jerry Saab, please come. Release the book now, please. Give them a big hand, please. So, thank you all. I wouldn't say the bar is open. The bar was already open and full. We have some.